last 4 games.
Each team has turned it over 4 times. We will hit the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. Backdoor cut. Get into the offense with 5. Makes his move. Kittle's there defensively. Leans in with a bank shot.
Take advantage of it.
James. Isolation against Kittle's holding his ground. James a fadeaway. And we are tied at 33. James tough.
No hesitation. Right to the goal.
They give James the 3. After the timeout, James finds an opening for 2. Intercepted by James off the bullet feed. Look out. James the windmill. 19.
That was pretty.
James, no call. Layup doesn't go. Follow. Count it. To Boozer. One-on-one with Scalabrini. James wants it. Post up against Kittle.
He has expanded his range on the jump shot.
James. On the move, James has to come length of the floor. James zigzagging through traffic. That's what's the isolation with Harris. James, shake and bake, jumper, knocked away. Cavaliers are running. James slashing to the goal. Good job. A 1-second difference. Jefferson's pass tipped away. Here's James forcing his way in. Rebound. James extending. James to the rim. The goal.
This final semifinals had a great evening there.
Here's LeBron, mano against mano, and a revert. Mo Peterson. This is the matchup. They want LeBron James with a rock. And a deep 3. Rhodes had the ball, stripped out of his hands, picked up by LeBron James. Against modern Cavaliers. James.
Raptors gave up a bucket, but they're ready to come right back. But this, they have to stop right here.
On the sideline.
What do you mean you're not making a call?
LeBron with a 3-ball. James from the corner, the step back, coming up. James against Peterson. But the rope's going to have to hustle. You got 4 on the shot clock. LeBron fires it up. You got 10 on the clock. Here's James. Oh, my goodness. Down the floor, leaking out LeBron James. He rolled now 2 on the clock. LeBron's going to have to force it up. Oh, James puts it on the floor. He wants it. He can feel it. And he's the Rose. He should take it home with him. And LeBron team behind the arc. Here's James for 3. You got to be
Looking for the lead. Eric Snow. Getting with a lock. James against Wade. Nice move by LeBron James. Right aims at Wade.
Pick off because he's a natural scorer. He can create for other people.
Into the paint, and that collapses it as James.
Those are the 2 biggest guys right now. I think that
He will concede for the Heat. 2 minutes deep into the 4th. That's LeBron.
figure out, am I going under or over? Wade went the opposite way and caught him by surprise.
Remember, his season high is 42. LeBron James on a deep 2's the steal. Damon Jones to Murray. He juggles a pass to James. James against Anderson. Oh, yeah. The rebound to James. 39 seconds. Marshall to James.
Banking his way. Hamilton coming over to help. Here's the fade. Made his return. Shot clock to 5. And here's James. Tips it. 8 of the 10 scored by Hamilton. James to the crossover.
This is what LeBron Hamilton, I think he felt he had to get size on it.
Oh! Steele defending on James. LeBron with the step back. Down to 10. James with the... Here's James. Pistons wanted a charge. James has to fire. And Brooks defending on James. Goes to the step back. And 23. Goes behind the back. Cavaliers. And the second overtime. James, 5 seconds. 4, 3, James.
James down the lane.
He was on Rob's unhappy list for like a month.
I know. LeBron James.
Especially if the Grizzlies make a nice run here and tie this thing up.
They're 6-6. It gives them an opportunity. LeBron.
Stop the ball. You better stop it further out than that. See.
Clock at 7 for James. A fadeaway from the baseline. And he's the league's leading 4th quarter scorer at 9.5 a game. Pulls his way inside. Clock at 6 for LeBron.
Another person on the side.
He rises over everybody and fills it up.
Clear out for LeBron James.
Mike Miller has him one-on-one as LeBron makes his move. The Grizzlies coming. LeBron James on the move.
But he says Kobe Bryant, and Wallace gives up the alley-oop. James hits it. That's played last night. Duhon deflects it. James gets it back and throws it the foul. They can shoot that jumper. Right. James a little one-on-one move there. 59% from the field.
This sheet is
Just a two. Knocked clock. Tim Thomas, the latest to guard LeBron James, gets inside. Oh, and a spin move. And just did a story on him, and the headline as James pulls up. Gauski's not hesitant to put up three-pointers. 4 on the shot clock. Hits it.
I thought Wallace traveled. He never.
Shot clock at 5. Jump shots up and good. Is superb tonight. It's much better. Changing now. Knocks down as James goes into the stands. James charged to the basket. James waiting for the double team. James to drive and the finish. Nate Robinson, the personal.
Take the baseline away.
Accidentally poked in the eye. James on the drive and the finish.
All of them allowed a three-point opportunity.
James cross over the drive. Banks it.
Here is James. Here's LeBron on the post.
According to his book, you have to start somewhere, Mark. You realize that.
Here is James. Here's James. Yes. Rebounded by Verjao. James. 4.5 left in this third quarter. James with the step. Points and 9 rebounds this season. Here's the alley-oop. Oh, what a pass. James going.
they're a tough team to deal with.
There's James putting a move on Bella. 13 rebounds. Nuggets have a 2-point lead. Here's LeBron to the rim. Yes! Nuggets by 3. James for 3. Shot clock to 5. Here's LeBron twisting his way in. Soft to James. And now LeBron taking to the rim. It's good.
Any life, any chance of getting the ball back.
In the mix at 31 and 18. James. James overturned. James again. Making 4 of 4 from the field.
I think you see the
James to the fade. Second-year man, Clark defending on James, who beats him off the dribble and score. And again is Clark defending or attempting to defend on James. Yes, Pergolo is hurt. James, 4.
This is out of control.
Howard blocked from behind.
Wants to use that as motivation. That's fine for him. I'm moving on. Mark.
And as you say, got off to a slow start. Behind him, back comes LeBron. James with the bucket. 3-point play for LeBron James, who has 38. Nice spin by Down. Shot clock down to 5. James for 3. Yeah.
And that's 50 now for LeBron.
It is his
9% from downtown. James blows past Pearson, throws it down. Post him up on the mismatch. Shot clock down to 3. Difficult shot from James. Up it's sloppy. They've got 4 turnovers. James on the run. Gets inside. Counts. Gives a double-figure game. James tries again and puts it in. James again. Down low against Ray Allen. Turns. Little jump hook. Won't go. James. Falling away. Gets. James jab steps on Petrus. Now the jump shot. That's been going in all night. Crowd back into it again.
And I'm not a fan of how they're playing right now offensively.
James for
one. Back to their zone.
James again. James drives. Inside. The losses you can imagine. It's 1 in 78. Nice pass. 4 points for Wade. 3-point San Antonio lead. James!
But the ball's come to a stop a lot more.
James! 5 so far tonight. Ray Allen kicks it out. James sets 3-pointer. It's perfect. James steps wide open for 3. That's 3 off the screen. James will try another 3. Puts it in. Allen and James. Again, look how far up they're playing. He'll try it again. It's good. At 5. James puts it up. Knocks it down. 6 to shoot. James. It's good. Tim Duncan showing James. Pulls up. Puts it in.
Into their playoff stretch run. Pretty hard when you're playing. Every team you play has won 40 games already this season. With James has to stay. Take the long shot outside. What they don't know more
pregame workout.
Cut the deficit in half. LeBron. 3 this out. 13-8 early. Hit. Good kid Gilchrist.
You say
he's in Miami. Here comes the 3 from LeBron. That's comes James up and under. Gets a screen from Anderson. Deep 3. Number 8. Trap. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He spins down the lane, up and in. 50.
This is a legitimate chance.
Yeah. James backs up. They come in and double team. Here it comes. Puts it up. Got it.
They've been excellent on the road as well. 5-2 in the playoffs. James. 7 to shoot. James backed in against Barnes. Quick spin and an easy.
Bogut to get him free.
James on for a 4-point play. James drives. This time finish.
Some added intrigue.
James lowers the shoulder. Gets inside. Bench knocks it down. 7-point lead. James gets inside. Dellavedova to James. James for 3. Puts it in. James posts up and Thompson on the drive. Block. David Lee. James gets inside. Cross to Dellavedova. Alley-oop to James. And 6 to shoot. James again. This time sets for 3. Got it. James when he came out for warm-ups.
And he automatically switches as
LeBron James straight up.
and you got your hands full.
He's playing the 5. James drives and easy.
Said, I'm going to dunk on somebody.
Pursuit blocked by James. Ties the game. James steps back. His jumper's been working. James fakes. James drives. James. Side layup blocked by Love. Finds James who got free and steps back. He tries another 3.
That's team when inserted into the lineup, made plays.
You're the Cavaliers.
James against Rush. Leans in, trying to draw the foul.
Irving gets the scoring started for the Cavaliers. For that road environment. Matter of fact, I think he relishes as he dishes to Kevin. That is such a hard playoff action once again. James, long range 3, got it. And LeBron is hot. And here's LeBron James, and he's approaching the 9-minute mark of this first half. LeBron James for 3. Paul George guarding James. And James gets the... And now James open for 3 in the corner. Look, said he is fouled. Boy, a freight train coming. Long range 3 by LeBron. Crossover, gives it up. C.J. Miles. James is feeling it at Young.
That Ernie gives you tidbits you need. This is going to be a hammer.
LeBron. He's got Korver on the wing. He'll take it himself. Look out! Young and James, and a 3-pointer is up.
The entire world was collapsing on his guys. Again, he seems pretty calm in the midst of all this, Mike.
The Cavaliers spacing.
Oh, he hurried. James all the way. Gortat guarding LeBron James. Steps back. That's a 2-pointer. And James drives hard, left-handed late.
Contract.
James drives in hard, finish. Ball blocked from behind. Team fouls on. They had too many. James turnaround. John Wall isolated. James gets in the paint. Shot clock at 5. James backs in. Turns toward the baseline. Puts. 1-on-1. Backs in. Bumps. Spins. Reverse. He banks. 8 to shoot. Sets for 3. Puts.
System. Here's LeBron. Lead pass. Slow. LeBron with 11 on the clock. Deep 3. 11-2 Laker run now, and LeBron's going to try it again. Yes! Hard, good offensive rebound. Here comes LeBron! He falls down, and LeBron is all by himself. Here goes LBJ. He's going to take it all the way. He puts it up. Comes the pick by Chandler. LeBron uses it. LeBron throws it up.
Small defender.
Here he is. Baseline jumper.
Man's eyes are saying, oh, no, not me.
Shoots over him. Pick by McGee. LeBron on his way. Remember, next time we go to Orlando, and here he is. He might fire one up to get over 50. He's
Now makes his drive, gets in, gathers, and banks it home. James floats it up, and Anthony Davis, but they couldn't convert. James the crossover, the drive goes reverse, and Caruso. James tries a three-pointer.
Is trying to take away James's three.
James head down, drives inside, layup, count it, and James way down.
Great job of utilizing the left and shielding.
LeBron James. Crowder picks up James. He tries another three-pointer all night. Feed inside to James, and he throws it down. James drives, gets inside, running layup. It's good, and a foul.
As far as double-digit scoring, LeBron backing in. He goes over the future, if not the present already. LeBron, staple shot. He'll probably get the last shot with 2 on its way. 52-year championship drought before they won. Swing it, Kareem Abdul. Played so far with Cleveland. Lob under to LeBron. He's alone. He's there.
To go, but other than that, hasn't shot much since coming back in.
Down the
offensive efficiency and 29th in points scored. So as you said, Stu, just
well, it was. Oh, look at this! LeBron with the steal all the way. LBJ in the air. We've only got 3 to shoot. Logo 3.
Start looking to go now.
Trying to get it in the fridge. LeBron, tough shot.
Monk back to James. Oh, beautiful.
In transition.
Nice feed inside. James down low, double team, through some contact. James looking, puts up a 3, puts it in. Lakers wanted to travel on Curry. James gets into the lane, layup, it's good. And
He's had a couple good blocks today.
James sees an opening, drives inside. And couldn't control it. A new 14. James three-pointer, ties. James long three-pointer. Now he
checks rarely work.
James puts up a 3. Bang! By Monk on the inbounds. Monk, alley-up to James.